I'm just trying to keep it interesting.
Sure. You're a great traveller too. What is it about travel that you love? I mean, you've talked about how as soon as President Bush said Iran is a member of the axis of evil, that you just got on a plane and dropped yourself in Iran.
Yeah. George W. Bush became my travel agent and tour guide. And as soon as he would rattle his sabers at a country, I would go as quickly as I could. He sent me to Syria, he sent me to Pakistan, he sent me to Lebanon, he certainly sent me to Iran. And I got some stiff talking tos coming back from some of those countries. I was in Pakistan right when Bhutto was killed. About the third day I was there, she was killed in Rawalpindi and I was in Islamabad. And I couldn't get out of there for a while because Musharraf sealed the city. I'd never been sealed in a city before. And so I go to these places, and I'm still here, and I'm not been killed yet. And I'm not a tough guy, I'm not brave, and I'm not looking for a fight with anyone. And I have nearly been killed a couple of times, but only in America have I had to run for my life.
Yeah.
But outside of America, well, I was in a mortar attack in Iraq once. There's some guy lobbed 2 mortars outside the building I was in. But, it was a fortified building. Nothing would happen to me. But by and large, I like to connect with people in the world, dig the music, dig the food, walk down the streets I can't pronounce the name of, and try and meet as many people as possible and say, hey, man, my name's Henry, what's happening? And I've done this in Tehran, I've done it in Beijing, Cairo, wherever I can. Because I think the more one travels, the less warlike you become, the less a nation travels, the less war there'll be. Because you dig that place. You come back, the kids were beautiful, the food was nice. Why would you want to hurt them? If you have a beef with them, why wouldn't you want to sit down and come to a peaceful resolution rather than turning their country into a parking lot? And so 8 years of Bush was 8 years of a guy, well, at least people around him who wanted to start a fight all the time. If they had oil under their feet, he wanted to bring them democracy, which means a lot of blood. And I was trying to hurl my monkey wrench inspired by Thomas Jefferson and Joe Strummer into that war machine as best I could. And that's why my passport looks the way it does. I try and go to places where globalization has had an impact, where climate change has had an impact, and learn and bring it back to my audiences and go, here's where I went, here's what I saw. And I report back to them like a retriever bringing back the pheasant and laying it at the master's feet.
Sure. So where's Obama sending you? Anywhere?
Not yet. I mean, travel's gotten pretty good with Obama because, well, at least taxi drivers all over the world seem to like him. So I've gone pretty far and wide since the Obama administration, but since he's not picking a fight with anyone just yet, and you never know, he just might. But my former president certainly liked to, we don't talk to you. Like, well, that's what leaders do, pal. That's the heavy lifting of diplomacy and democracy and peace. It's the heavy, sitting across from a table from a guy you don't like and sitting there going, I'm not going to fight this guy. We're going to work something out. Because we like the kids breathing. We like the old people having a life, not getting their skin melted from their bones by white phosphorus. And so I had 8 years of that. I didn't like it. I'm liking the new arrangement a lot better.
Mm-hmm. Is your show informed by a lot of these travel stories?
Absolutely, yeah.
You're playing at the Town Hall Thursday and Friday night, and also at the Thornbury Theatre on Saturday night.